My goodness.
Filet mignon, and more filet mignon. Ooh. Possibly the single best Chateaubriand you'll ever have in your life. Leave it to Rastelli to bring it to you. It's 3 pounds. This is the center cut black Angus Tenderloin. You're getting at least 12 to 14 servings here. It's on $30. It's the most foolproof instructions brought to you by this guy. Nobody does the instructions and the how-to with prime ribs and with everything you guys offer, from Egg Harbor to Rastelli, like Ray Rastelli, who is Rastelli. Great to have you back.
Great to see you again.
Okay, little education first. And what is the Black Angus Tenderloin?
So the Black Angus Tenderloin, it's the most decadent piece of meat you're ever going to eat. It's the centerpiece of that holiday platter. It is going to be tender. It has been aged for 28 days, Rick, and we've made it simple by the way we're actually giving it to you in a cooking bag, fully seasoned. You do nothing except put it in your oven, and that's what you get.
But that slice you just did, that's a steakhouse $50 tenderloin.
That is exactly right.
That's a steakhouse $50 tenderloin.
That is exactly right.
That's a steakhouse $50 tenderloin.
Look at
that's
that.
all filet mignon. I mean, that is absolutely phenomenal. So what's the story in this? There's 2 ship dates, 11/6 and then 12/4. So November or December, it'll stay in your freezer. All the instructions are there. And the interesting part of this is, as I'm about to dive into that, you actually have it in a bag.
That's right.
So it's an interesting way, foolproof way, that you're going to help us cook this.
It is a foolproof way. Remember, the filet mignon is a very, very lean piece of meat. In fact, I'm going to take it over to the cutting block just for a second because I want you to see where we start, right? So here's where we start. This is a whole tenderloin of beef. And what we do with this tenderloin of beef is we age this for 28 days, but you can see we trim it. We take every ounce of fat off it. You do not get the tail, you do not get the head, you just get the center. Rick, that's why it's a Chateaubriand. It's the largest we've ever brought. Wow. It's 3 pounds. It's amazing. It's going to give you 12 to 14 slices very
12
easily.
12 to 14. It is.
And then we take that and we season that. We put a net around that, and we put it in a cooking bag because I want it to be foolproof for you. I want it to be so simple around the holidays that you don't have to think about it. And all you're going to do is, once you thaw it, you're going to put that cooking bag in your oven for about 45 minutes at 350 degrees, and this is what you're going to get.
I mean, 350.
Look at this. Every slice is absolutely perfect.
Every one.
And look at the moisture.
Look at that. No
inside
bone.
There. No, completely boneless. And again, look at how many slices I've got now. Let's see, Rick. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
My son Josh, if he's watching right now, he's never watches me, but he's a beef fanatic, man. Yes. This is insane.
Look at how many slices.
Can I just try give me one little itty bitty slice of that?
Go ahead, I'll give you a slice of that.
Ruin your presentation, but I'm doing it for the team. Yeah. Okay. That is butter.
So it is. It's so incredible.
Right, that's butter, man.
It's velvety. It's buttery.
Oh my heavens! It melts in your mouth.
It's the filet mignon is by far the most tender piece of meat.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
And I knew the carnivore was gonna be here. So good to see you, Mary.
Hey Ray, it's nice to see you too.
And you actually brought the ground potatoes along.
I did. I brought my.
Coming up.
I show up, but I show up with sides.
Yeah.
That's perfect because we're gonna fill
Oak
your
Stove
plate.
Kitchen coming up. It's good to see you, my friend.
This is your fork,
Mary.
Thank you
right
kindly.
There you go.
Thank you guys.
Done deal. Done deal. Melts in your mouth.
It
I mean,
really
this is
does.
just perfect. Oh, could you do me a favor? It melts in your mouth. I'll say it for the 4th time.
How much would you pay for that in a restaurant?
No chewing on a piece of meat. It's incredible. That's a $50, $60 steak. They're getting. There's a restaurant I frequent with some friends of mine regularly in Exton, Pennsylvania. Right?
Now we're all going to go.
No, I'm telling you, they got their burgers are $19.50 now. Their burgers are.
They are.
Right? There's a lot of $20 burgers out there. You go to a great steakhouse, Morton's, Borton's, whatever they are, right? This, Chris, that, there's $50, $60 steaks. These are all amazing. Can you take us through?
I'm going to show you
just how
it works. And it's so simple. So when you get this at home, this is actually going to be in a cooking bag now.
Very important here.
All you do is you take that cooking bag,
and the bag doesn't melt.
The bag, nope, it'll cook right in. We put a 3-inch slit right in top.
Rastelli's, of course it doesn't melt.
Then of course what we do is, and I've got my shears here because I want to show you where the liquid gold is. Right, I just take the corner of the package.
Oh, the
look at that. You know what that is? That's liquid gold, right? That's pure natural drippings that are coming from that filet mignon that's gone into my au jus. Now, you're going to get a recipe card with this. Tells you exactly how I make my au jus out of it. But let me show you how perfect every one of these steaks.
I want you to know while he was pouring that, Rick and I both did the head tilt. We were just
like
head
golden
tilt
retrievers.
watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's going to be netted as well.
It's netted because look at this, and it's so I'm going to put this down. And all you do is you want to let that rest for about 10 minutes. Once you let that rest, you just go ahead and take your scissors. And
all the instructions are there.
All the instructions are there, and then all you want to do is cut your netting. That's all you've got to do.
It's harder to put together a Lunchable, to be honest.
Yes, and remember, we've seasoned this for you, Rick. So it's got our salt, our black cracked pepper. It's got some herbs and spices in there. And now I'm going to show you though how simple this was. All
that's great.
We did was put it in the oven.
Boom.
Look at. Now I want you to.
You said 350 for.
350 for about 45 minutes. I want you to see the slices. Look at
This
how
is
that
live.
beautiful
We're live.
slice is.
Perfect.
Look
Filet
at
mignon.
that. Every slice.
Is the tenderloin roast that you're describing in our Dubner there, is that Chateaubriand? Are they synonymous?
They are, because it is the center cut of the filet mignon. And
500 ordered.
Again, if you look at the leanness,
Look
you
at
see,
that.
There's no fat on this at all. We've taken every ounce of fat. It's black Angus beef, small family farms that Rick I've trusted for 45 years as a butcher, and in the butcher shop.
Look at that.
This is what people around the holidays go for.
As you're doing that and describing, I'm going to give you the update on November ship date. Fewer than 900. If you want in December, 2,000 to go around. But as you're slicing, I want everybody to just drop their jaw on how many slices you're getting here.
Yes.
Right? Of all Chateaubriand, of all filet mignon, all boneless, all tender, all melt in your mouth.
It is all
juicy and delicious.
Well, again, look at just the moisture that's inside of that filet mignon. That's because we've cooked it in the bag, which we keep all that moisture in. Remember, there's no fat on the filet mignon, so you don't have to fight with any fat. You don't have to tussle with it. All you're going to do is slice it down.
I mean, you can order a bad ribeye sometimes.
Yes, you
and
can.
You got a lot of fat that you're not eating. You got the bone in, you're not eating the bone. This is all yours. This is all to enjoy. And for your family that loves the best, the finest when it comes to beef. In the last minute, this is from Rastelli. The instructions, the how-to guide, the recipe guide, it could not be any more foolproof. From here, you take it out of the freezer, you put the bags there, you put it in the
into the oven. We've made it so simple for you, but I want to show you how big this is. It's the largest roast we've ever brought here to QVC. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 slices. Think about what that centerpiece of your Christmas, your Thanksgiving, your New Year's dining room table looks like with Chateaubriand on there. Your guests are going to absolutely be thrilled, and they're going to ask to come back again next year because this is going to melt in their mouth. 93023.
Always a pleasure to have you here, Mr.
Great
Rastelli.
to see you, sir.
You and the team.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Mary.
Ray.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice.
We got more coming up, by the way, in the last half hour of 2 hours. We're now in a second hour. If you missed this in the first hour, this is...